Okay. And away we go.
Welcome into the Perpendicular Mouse.
We're back.
Violating your host, defecating on the microphone. My name is Zach. His name is Realize. We go hard so you can keep it soft and silky, just like a Velveteen Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
That's the sound of softness and silkiness. We have a fantastic show today because we are going to determine who is or what is the greatest noodle of all time.
The greatest noodle of all time.
And that comes down to us because we are, of course, the Determinators. And it's wonderful to be able to discuss this as part of our two-part series on Doodles and Noodles.
Doodles and noodles.
The first half, we discussed the greatest doodles, and now we're discussing the greatest noodles. So before we get into the greatest noodles of all time, why don't we discuss the noodles that didn't quite make the cut?
The doodoo noodles.
Doodoo noodles.
The doodoo noodles. The first doodoo noodle is linguine. So hold on, let me just say right now, I'm put not the greatest noodle of all time.
Okay, hang on. I got to push back a little because I'm sure there's in all the noodles we have 10, 11 total noodles in the top. You tell me linguine's not in the top 11?
I'm telling you, we got 12 noodles that are going to be in, and linguine does not crack the top 12. No, linguine is like just a slightly thicker. You know what it is? It's someone took a fettuccine noodle and they cut the fettuccine noodle into like 5 smaller pieces. You know, I don't need a linguine. If you're going to do something thin, you can do a spaghetti. If you're going to do something flat, you can go with a fettuccine. Why do I need to compromise? It's a little half-ass. Make up your mind. Pick a lane, linguine. You're out of here. Okay? The next noodle that is not the greatest noodle of all time is rotini. What do you know about rotini?
It's round and delicious.
What is it? I don't even know what a rotini is.
Isn't rotini the long cylinder?
Well, there's all sorts of long cylinders. Which size long cylinder? Because I'll tell you.
I don't know. Why are you asking me this? All right. Anyway.
Exactly. Because I'll tell you what. What's
a rotini?
Here's the definition of rotini. Pasta in short pieces with a helical shape.
Oh, it's a helical shape?
Okay.
It's the twisty ones.
Okay, it's twisties. It's twisties.
Yeah, the twisty ones, man. You tell me that the boingy pasta can't even make the top 12?
I'm telling you, the boingy pasta is a good noodle, but the boingy pasta, I mean, you're saying you want to bring the boingy rotini back into the mix?
Listen, I'm saying that if you get a little bit of meat sauce, and a little bit of ground beef or ground turkey or something like that, a little bit of marinara, put it all together. Come on, man. A little bolognese on the, just all on the rotini. It's good stuff.
You want to keep the rotini? We're gonna put the rotini in the plate.
Rotini bolognese is a delicious thing. It's springy and delicious. But it's your list. But it's your list.
No. You want to put the rotini in the plate?
No, it's your list.
You want to put a rotini in the plate?
All right. Put it in the plate.
Okay, so let's tell you what's not the greatest noodle of all time then. Manicotti. Manicotti is huge. Manicotti is like, it's a tube, but it's like the big one.
Yeah, it's too damn big.
It's too big. You know what it is? It's just a vehicle for like ricotta cheese is all manicotti is. You just have like a big old cigar worth of ricotta cheese and and marinara sauce. No, that's not the greatest noodle of all time.
It's basically just ricotta's bitch at that point.
No, yeah, manicotti, get out of here. And while you're at it, why don't you take your friend with you, cannelloni? What the heck is a freaking cannelloni?
Are you talking about cantaloupe, the fruit?
We might as well be, Zach. I'm telling you, because no one's saying, hey, what's for dinner? Cannelloni. All right?
You know why? Because it starts with the word can't. And you got to take that right out of your vocabulary.
No. It's like, it's not a
Wait, are you talking about cannoli?
cannellonis. No, it's not a cantaloni. It's a cannelloni. Like a can, alonis. I don't want it.
Wait, can or can't?
Can.
Cannoli.
Not a freaking cannoli. A cannelloni.
Italian pastries consisting of tube-shaped shells of fried pastry dough filled with
Is that what you're talking about?
creamy filling, usually containing ricotta, a staple of
freaking cannelloni.
Cantaloni?
No.
Cannelloni.
Sure, here are some recipes.
Cannelloni?
Yeah, cannelloni. I'm telling you, that's not the greatest noodle of all time. All right?
Says
Like-
Krasla variety.
What?
I don't know what you're talking. I think you're just making shit up. Are you
No.
just trying to pad your doo-doo noodles?
No, I'm telling you right now, the fact that and that sounds like I have worms.
Yeah, I think you're trying to pad your doo-doo noodles.
I'm not. I'm telling you right now, I am not. And secondly, no, but the fact that we don't even know what a cannelloni is should let you know in and of itself, it's not the greatest noodle of all time.
All right, so someone needs to comment on this shit and figure out what a cannelloni is, because I don't think that's a real thing.
No, okay. So let's start with what's really in the running, okay? The number one, what's the big show? What's the main event of the pasta world? When you're thinking, hey, we're gonna have pasta, what do you assume it's gonna be?
Like SpaghettiOs?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you're halfway there. A can of spaghetti.
Is O's a type of pasta?
Can of spaghetti. You have the cannelloni, now you got can of spaghetti. Spaghetti, okay? Spaghetti is like, that's the gold standard. If Simpsons was the gold standard of adult animated cartoon series, spaghetti is the gold standard of pasta noodles. And it's great with meatballs and red sauce. And I mean, you could probably do it with like a clam and a white sauce. Have you ever had that with like a white wine and clam sauce?
No, spaghetti. That was going to be my detraction against spaghetti. Is that spaghetti's great with red sauce and some meat, like a bolognese, whatever it is, but meatballs. But I don't know this. First, I've never had spaghetti with white sauce. Have you?
White wine. It's not. I'm not talking about like an Alfredo. I'm talking about like a white wine with clams. First off,
with spaghetti, I've never had that. I've never heard of that.
You know what? They probably used linguine. Honestly, that probably goes with linguine. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't even want clams. So forget it. So it's like you're not selling me anyways. Spaghetti, overrated. Overrated as far as a pasta. Is it the greatest noodle of all time? A freaking spaghetti noodle? Not unless you're trying to do the Lady and the Tramp kiss.
But it's delicious.
They're all delicious.
You can twirl it around.
Pasta is the Taco Bell of the noodle world.
Okay, so are we proceeding under the premise that all pasta tastes the same?
All pasta is tastes like the sauce. They're all vehicles for the sauce and ingredients you present with them.
Okay, well in that case, I think you might be right.
Not the greatest noodle. Okay, spaghetti, not the greatest noodle of all time. Let me give you another contender. All right, this is spaghetti's first cousin, angel hair. All right. Angel hair is essentially like the anorexic wafy version of spaghetti. I feel like I like it better because you can get a lot of angel hair in a bite, but it doesn't really have anything more going for it than that.
What's the difference between angel hair and linguine?
Linguine is flat. Linguine, like I told you, it's like,
isn't angel hair flat?
No, angel hair is like super, super thin spaghetti.
Oh no, not thin. No, I don't want thin spaghetti. Get that shit out of here.
Okay, angel
No,
hair.
thin spaghetti is terrible. They actually have. If you go to the store, they'll have thin spaghetti. It doesn't say angel hair. It just says thin spaghetti. No, it's not good.
No, where does it say thin spaghetti? Walla Walla, Washington?
No, you get that like Barilla pasta has like thin spaghetti. There's
they
thin
don't.
spaghetti and there's thick spaghetti. Some of them say thick spaghetti and some just say regular spaghetti, like spaghetti.
No,
But there is absolutely pasta brands like the prepackaged pasta brands. You get it just your normal grocery store. Go down to the corner grocery store and it'll say thin spaghetti.
let me ask, is this Walmart? Because I feel like if you go to Walmart,
They probably do to Walmart too.
I believe it because I feel like if you go to like,
I'm talking Albertsons.
okay, I'm gonna check because I've never seen thin
Ralph,
spaghetti.
go to Ralph's where you are. What's the nearest grocery store to you?
Albertsons, right here.
Go to Albertsons right around the corner from you.
You're probably
Check their pasta aisle and look at Barilla. I think Barilla has it. They hate the gays, but they love their thin spaghetti.
wait, they hate the gays?
Oh, they hate the gays. They put a lot of money into Prop 8 back in California back in the day. That wanted to make sure the gays couldn't get married. That was a big
Barilla
thing.
pasta.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And they're selling thin and thick. You know why they're selling thin and thick spaghetti? Because I feel like the gays would know that thin spaghetti is called angel hair.
Yeah, but also thin spaghetti is kind of delicate and feminine, like a gay.
Rude. Thick spaghetti. What the hell is it? Like a Play-Doh noodle? It just comes out like a big.
It's just a thin ass spaghetti. It's not good. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. Get out of here, angel hair. All right. Next up for greatest noodle of all time, then farfalla. You know what farfalla is?
Nobody's ever heard of farfalla. Get the farfalla out of here. Come on, man.
You know what it is? Bow ties.
Oh, why don't you just call it bow tie pasta?
Because it's called farfalla.
You are trying to be fancier than me and our audience, and I don't appreciate it.
No, it's called no, first off, I know this stuff because I worked at the Olive Garden. The Olive Garden is about as unfancy as it gets.
The fanciest of all pasta joints.
And they taught it to us as farfalla pasta, aka for dummies, bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
They taught it to us as farfalla. Okay? Just like they would say angel hair pasta. They didn't say or, aka thin spaghetti. They said angel hair. That's just kind of what it was. All right? Farfalla is the bow ties. Now, people do come in and say, hey, we want the bow ties. But in the menu, it'd be down as farfalla.
No, well, this is America, Jack. We say bow ties here.
No. You wear a bow tie, you eat a farfalla noodle.
I disagree.
And I'll tell you something. I'm saying farfalla. It's probably farfalla.
Oh, see, now, and that's just racist. But I like it. Are you the guy? Are you the guy that says Farfignugan?
For what? Why would I ever say Farfignugan?
Volkswagen instead of Volkswagen, say Farfignugan.
No, but the question is, do I go Volkswagen? We're gonna drive Volkswagen, and I don't. But I will order if I go. It's called farfalla. I'm gonna go to my grocery store and look for thin and thick spaghetti, and you go in your grocery store and you go tell me if the bow tie pasta doesn't say farfalla on it.
Listen, I live in rural America. All right, this is Trump country. I can assure you, there's no farfalla in our grocery stores.
I'm telling you, it's not called bow ties. So I'm gonna go look for some thin and thick spaghetti instead of angel hair, and you look for
you know what? And I'm gonna find some farfalla, and I'm gonna report back. I'm gonna post it in the TPM group. Yep. And I'm gonna say, look at this bow tie pasta, you full of shit.
Okay, and I'm gonna take pictures of farfalla, and I'm going to tag you in it to shame you to your family.
But here's the thing. But you're gonna go to like some hipster, like small, like out of the corner, like Whole Foods.
I'll do a whole video. I'll go
whatever's cooler than Whole Foods.
I'll go live in the TPM page, walking into the pasta from the outside of the Albertsons to show as I walk.
Okay, yes, that's what we need. We need you at Albertsons, reporting live from Albertsons in the pasta aisle. And I need you to find exactly where it says Farfignugan for your pasta. And I need you to find that thin spaghetti.
I will. I'm going to prove to you it's angel hair and not thin spaghetti. So
you can have angel hair and thin spaghetti. There is also thin spaghetti.
Okay. Okay. Do you like farfalla pasta?
I like bow tie pasta.
Okay. Is it? Do you prefer it to spaghetti?
You know, it's a nice alternative. Usually with pastas, I just kind of intermix them with the same shit. Like basically, I just make spaghetti with different pastas.
Are you kidding me?
Like, that's all you need.
You take spaghetti and you mix it with other noodles?
No. You take the sauces. You take the marinara and you take the ground meat. Sure. You mix it all together. And then you just put it on different pastas.
Absolutely, but I'm saying, which noodle do you prefer as a vehicle for your sauce?
It depends on my mood. Bow tie's fun, but spaghetti's so standard.
So standard.
Like I've had spaghetti way more times than I've had bow tie pasta.
So which is better? Which is the greatest noodle?
Spaghetti over bow tie, over Farfignugan. It's far more prevalent, more mainstream.
All right, well, play the song. All right, fine.
That was our plan?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no. You know who we forgot?
Because we forgot about your linguine. Or not the linguine, the springy pasta.
The rotini.
Yeah.
Okay, that was...
All right, so now we got to do spaghetti versus rotini.
I got so excited. Yeah, I got so excited.
Here's the great thing about the springy pasta. It's fun. It's springy. Mm-hmm. And when you eat it, you can get just the right amount. Like with spaghetti, you twirl it. Sometimes you get too much, or sometimes you get too little, and you have to kind of like with that, you get just about the right amount. It's always kind of there. And if you eat it with a spoon, you can scoop up just the right amount, and it's springy and it's chewy, or not chewy, but it's light and fluffy. And so when you eat it, it's really nice. It's a nice mouth texture.
No, so yeah, what I agree with is the ratio of sauce to noodle with the rotini is excellent, because it does get right there in the crevices and the nooks and crannies of the noodle itself. I do like the mouth feel of a rotini noodle, and I do like that like you said, you don't end up overdoing it on the noodles and not getting enough sauce with the rotini. Rotini is a better noodle than spaghetti.
I agree.
All right. Well, there you go.
I figured you would poo-poo it from your do it list.
No, but I'm just curious. When you go to the grocery store, do you look for springy twisties or do you look for rotini?
So it's springy noodles.
You're like,
well, here's the thing. I don't look for anything. I walk up to the person working there and I say, "Come with me," and I make them follow me down the aisle. And I say, "You find me these springy noodles."
Okay. All right, then fine. Next guy we got up, lasagna. Now, the thing about lasagna is I don't think it's fair to just look at it as a noodle, Like if we're specifically just doing noodles here, it's a whole different beast.
But it is the way with which it can be used. You can't use rotini the same way that you use lasagna.
Lasagna is for making a casserole. Right? You make
a delicious casserole.
A delicious Italian
layers, Jerry.
So good. A lasagna is delicious when made well. And do you like vegetable lasagna? Have you ever had? Okay, let me pitch you on this idea. We all know the traditional meat lasagna, if you're a meat eater, is delicious. Red sauce, ground beef, oregano, mozzarella, maybe some ricotta up in there. Garlic. You can do grilled onions in there if you like it or whatever. What? No? Okay, fine. We don't need that. Just meat and cheese, red sauce, boom. Have you ever had a vegetable lasagna with Alfredo sauce? So now we're talking a white lasagna, sliced zucchini, maybe eggplant. I think that's enough. Same thing, cheese. You got the same cheeses, the mozzarella, the noodles, but with a white sauce and vegetables, no meat. Have you ever had it? It's versatile. Lasagna is versatile.
My ex-girlfriend was Italian. Her mom was Italian and made lasagna from scratch.
Oh, wow.
And she would beat you with a pan if she heard you say something like that.
She's a big meat eater.
Italian people will not stand for such fuckery.
Are you telling me that there are no Italian vegetarians? Like no vegetarians in Italy?
Not self-respecting ones.
I don't know about that. I bet there's some vegetable lasagna eating Italians.
Maybe, but it just sounds terrible. I'll be honest with you.
You're wrong. I've told you before, and I'll say it again. Your mouth is a lie because
because I like actual lasagna that the rest of the world likes, and you eat eggplant Alfredo lasagna with cucumbers and grilled onions.
No, we
need a poll. We need a poll on Perpendicular Miles page right now. Say which is better, your garbage lasagna or traditional lasagna with like 5 different cheeses.
No, I'm going to say is and you know what? Next time I see you for any event that we have to bring food, I'm going to make a veggie lasagna. I'm gonna figure out.
I will take it and I will drop kick it into the street.
Dude, and I will go in the street and I'll eat it I'll take all the gravel.
Good. And I will take pictures of you eating your garbage lasagna out of the garbage gutter, and I will post it on the TPM page.
First off, it wouldn't be in the gutter; it'd be in the middle of the street, and it would be delicious.
Are you saying it's so hard that I can drop kick it into the middle of the street?
Ooh, it would be so good. Oh my God, you have no idea. Your lime mouth. Lasagna is versatile. Okay, you're detracting from the versatility of a lasagna.
Yeah, I think we missed the point. It's layers.
Yeah,
you can make casseroles with it. Whatever kind of casserole you want. If you want garbage casserole, that's fine. If you want good casserole, that's good too. But you can do different things like that, and that's what makes it good.
What else can you do? I don't think you can do anything else. You can do a white veggie lasagna, and you can do a meat lasagna. Period.
You could probably do like pastries and things like desserts, right?
You know what I just thought about? You can literally do anything. Yeah. If you wanted to do pesto and chicken lasagna, why not?
Yeah, layers. It's literally just setting layers in there. You can put whatever you want in the layer. It's making like pasta Big Macs.
You can make a cheeseburger lasagna if you wanted to.
Yeah. In fact, that is one of the best flavors of what is it? Is it cheeseburger lasagna? Isn't that the hamburger helper? Cheeseburger lasagna?
It might be. No, they got a
cheeseburger macaroni. It's cheeseburger macaroni.
Right. But you could though. I'm just saying, if you want to make a bacon cheeseburger, it's anything. Lasagna is as versatile as your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, bird. I mean, come on, man. What are we saying? That or spirals?
Listen, I like springy pasta, but lasagna, making the casserole. Yeah, I think lasagna's gonna have to move on.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. With springy noodles? Like, no, that is not it. Okay. All right, well, moving on. You were the one who wanted to bring the springy noodles in here anyways. I told you.
I wasn't saying it was top 5, but damn, it's top 12.
Yeah, better than spaghetti. Yeah, all right, fine. All right. Next guy we got on this list right here. Fettuccine. Ever heard of it? Delicious. Fettuccine Alfredo. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo. It's like it's maybe my favorite of the long noodles. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got a lot of, we talked about mouthfeel earlier with the I already forgot what the springs were called.
Rotini.
You know, the mouthfeel. Rotini. Well, if you're doing that voice, I'll remember. Rotini. There you go. But the fettuccine noodle is thick. You can cut the fettuccine noodle and eat it. You got a lot of noodle taste in each bite, more so than with the spaghetti. The sauce to noodle ratio in each bite is more exacting, more appropriate, I would say. Also easier to choke.
What's the difference between that and fettuccine, or fettuccine and linguine?
Linguine, I'm telling you, is really, really thin. You run into the same issue that you do with spaghetti, because it's like they're really.
So it's like linguine is thin fettuccine.
The thinnest, like one fettuccine noodle is 5 or 6 linguine noodles. Yeah. One fettuccine noodle.
Well, listen, you get one of the best pasta dishes you can get, and to their credit, Olive Garden makes one of the better ones. Is fettuccine Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. Mm. You get some chicken, some Alfredo, some fettuccine noodles. You get the spices and do whatever they do. It's damn good stuff.
Oh yeah, and then when you're done with it, put the breadstick right in the last of the sauce. Sop it up with the breadstick.
I don't need to sully my breadsticks in such a manner, but I will say it's also good with fettuccine. You can do red sauce with it. You can do that kind of stuff. That's good. You can do the chicken. You can eat it with oil and chicken, like oil. That's good too.
I'm pushing back. You're eating fettuccine with marinara?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Yeah, you basically you make spaghetti, but instead of using spaghetti noodles, you use fettuccine noodles. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
I've never
done that?
No, because I'm never in a situation where I got some like.
You've never been poor, you rich fancy boy.
I've never had some leftover sauce, and then when I have the leftover sauce, I don't buy the correlating pasta or a random bag of pasta, and I don't get the correlating sauce.
What if they're out of spaghetti?
If I have spaghetti, I'll get red sauce. And
if the store's out of spaghetti.
Oh, okay. And I just have red sauce at the house?
No, you're at the store and you want to make spaghetti. Oh, fuck it, I'll just use fettuccine.
Okay. If I'm at the store, if I have red sauce, I'm gonna get.
What if fettuccine's on sale for 99 cents?
There we go. This is the real talk now. It's figuring it out. It's like we're gonna get. Okay.
Like I don't know how you can't understand. There could possibly be some scenario where a poor person could make fettuccine instead of spaghetti.
They just don't match to me. Like, you know, I'd rather eat a butter, sugar, and white bread sandwich if I was poor than make myself some fettuccine. I'm telling you, if I'm poor and I'm just making shit up. First off, if I'm poor, rice, beans, and tortillas. Okay.
First of all, is that something that you've done with butter and sugar and white bread?
I just think if I'm poor, and I'm just like a poor person, that's all I have at the house. I think I'd have that before I end up getting some fettuccine marinara.
Rather than put marinara on fettuccine pasta, you'd rather eat white bread with sugar
and butter.
Butter?
Oh yeah, yeah. If I had to choose between the two,
why?
You know, if I was about to get electrocuted and it's my last meal, and they say to me, you know, Mr. Lizer, what would you like? Would you like this fettuccine and marinara for your last meal? I would take that. I would drop kick that shit into the middle of the street, and then I would say, "Give me a fucking white bread with margarine and sugar. Not even a sandwich, just open face." But I want like 4 of them.
You know what the most disturbing part of that is that the most disturbing part of that is that you think that people still get electrocuted.
People get electrocuted?
No, they not anymore. Not in today's day and age.
Sure. Are you tripping? Of course they do.
No, I think everything got abolished with that stuff, with the electric chair.
Aren't you from
Eighth Amendment shit? I don't think they do that anymore.
Trump just like pushed to have the firing squad come back. Like you don't.
Oh yeah, but he's Trump.
No, yeah.
People caught on fire. They don't like that.
Yeah, and their eyeballs would pop out of their heads. It's happening. It's happening, man.
That's why they put hoods.
It's happening. Okay, fettuccine or lasagna? I'm sticking with lasagna. Lasagna.
Well, you're gonna have to, because you literally said that you can't eat it with normal like spaghetti sauce.
I would just eat it with Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo is like my favorite. I told you it's like my favorite noodle.
Yeah, chicken Alfredo is fantastic. But the fact that you denigrated it so hard when you just put some red sauce on it is ridiculous. So no, you cannot choose fettuccine.
I'm telling you what, if you make your fettuccine with red sauce, and I make a vegetarian lasagna with Alfredo, and we bring them to an event, I guarantee you that my dish will get finished before your red sauce fettuccine. I guarantee it.
Oh, that's a bet.
Oh, it's a bet.
That's a bet. Now, all right, when pandemic is over, we are having a potluck.
Yeah.
We're having a potluck.
Pasta.
We are gonna make the main dishes. It's gonna be a pasta potluck.
Mm-hmm.
A pasta potluck party.
That's right.
We're gonna make the main dishes.
Potluck, pasta, pajama, jammy jam.
A pasta potluck pajama jamma jam. Pajama jammy jam. That's what we're having.
Yeah.
People are gonna show up, and we will make an equal amount of pasta, and we'll see which goes faster.
Yeah, so you're gonna make a meat sauce. You're gonna make a red meat sauce, but with fettuccine noodles, right?
Basically, yeah, exactly. A red meat sauce with fettuccine noodles, maybe a little bit of cheese or something like that. We'll see.
Sure.
See, now I'm thinking of all kinds of stuff. No, I'll make it straight. I'll keep it straight. maybe a little Parmesan on top. Maybe
Yeah,
a little. That's a little romaine. Yeah.
Romaine, that's lettuce, you dumbass.
Yeah. The what's the ricotta? That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh yeah, make your garbage pasta. I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a vegetable lasagna so delicious that people
Romano. That's what I was trying to think of.
I'm gonna turn fucking vegan right on the spot. They're gonna say, "Oh my god, I didn't know it could be like this. It could be like this. Oh, this lasagna, Eric."
But here's the thing: we also have to have big signs that say fettuccine with meat sauce and vegetable lasagna with cucumbers and God shit.
Get your cucumbers out of here. Take the cucumbers take it out of my lasagna, put it back up your ass, and all I'm gonna have in mind is zucchini.
Egg, I'm sorry. Wrong green dildo shaped vegetable.
Grilled onion. If we're talking eggplant is literally.
No, you have to put grilled onion in there too.
Is that right? Like I'm just saying, it's gonna be so good. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna find online like the #1 vegetarian lasagna recipe with some Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna blow your guys' mind. I'll put some pesto in it. I might even use some like pine nuts or something. You're gonna be like, oh, what does this mouthfeel? You're gonna turn to a vegetarian. If you taste my cooking, you're not even gonna want to go back to me. You're gonna look at your dish and you're just gonna throw it right in the garbage disposal.
I really appreciate the fact that you called it your cooking when you said, I'm gonna look up the recipe online.
Oh, I didn't say my recipe. I said my cooking. I can follow a recipe with the best of them.
Yeah, I'm confident that my horseshit off the cuff fettuccine with meat sauce will still beat your online recipe vegetable lasagna with pine nuts and garbage dildo vegetable.
I'll take that bet all day. Hey, and they're odds, man. They're odds. Like I want to win something when I'm done. And I'll tell you what, it's just who finishes who's first. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
We should also have flavor cards.
Yeah, fine. All right, so which wins?
Lasagna wins. I think I already hang on. There you go. Lasagna won.
Yeah, of course it did.
Yeah, well, because you can't pick fettuccine. You disparaged it so badly, you can't pick it.
It won just like it's going to win.
No, fettuccine did not win.
Same way.
Lasagna won.
Get used to it.
Lasagna won. Fettuccine did not win.
Yeah, I'm pro lasagna, and I'm saying it's going to win again.
No. I'm also pro lasagna. I'm just anti your garbage lasagna, and you're anti fettuccine.
You are mistaken. All right, but let me ask you this though: lasagna versus macaroni and cheese. Ever heard of it?
No.
Macaroni and cheese is definitely in like my fave 5 foods.
Now, are we talking like Kraft mac and cheese or like oven baked 7 cheese homemade mac and cheese?
First off, when this whole show, the greatest, we're the Determinators, okay? If we're talking about the greatest anything, you think someone's mad that fettuccine got knocked off. Lasagna.
You know what? I am too. But you can think that guy right there, or to my right or left, wherever he is, he's the guy that disparaged fettuccine so badly that he couldn't even vote for it.
Settle down. I'm saying, Brother Zach keeps talking about fettuccine with red meat sauce, and I'm telling him, you eat fettuccine.
I'm saying it's an alternative. I'm not saying it's the best way. In fact, I also said that one of the best things you can make is chicken Alfredo with fettuccine.
No one is saying chicken Alfredo is amazing. Fettuccine Alfredo with chicken, amazing. Fettuccine Alfredo with shrimp, fantastic. Okay, but when you're talking about that fettuccine versus the versatility of lasagna, whoever you are, you just tuned in. Okay, you better watch this when it's on the replay and go back. And we just had 15 minutes on this, man.
Here's the alternate usage. Hang on, let me revisit it because I want to encapsulate this real quick. The alternate use of fettuccine with red sauce and red meat sauce, versus the alternate use of lasagna with vegetable, cucumbers, zucchini, and pine nuts.
You better get out of here with your cucumbers.
Way better with fettuccine with red meat sauce.
First off,
it's just the truth.
Cucumbers are pre-made pickles. Okay, that's all. It's a raw pickle. People are hating you in the comments, Zach. They're saying red sauce, is that New England style? Exactly. You're making
marinara. We're talking about marinara. Don't get stupid. You know what?
Someone
Our commenters are stupid.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, you don't knock the perps. Perps, I love you. I hope you all come to our pasta.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, yeah, you're sucking up so they can eat your garbage lasagna.
They're gonna love it. I'm just saying. You act like they're vegetarians. People don't all eat meat. I'm saying lasagna can be made 20 plus delicious ways. I could show up with 5 amazing lasagnas that I think would get finished before your fettuccine. People would, all of them, all 5 of them would. That's not the bet, but I'm saying I could, and I might, just to rub it in your face.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I wouldn't is because that would take away from people finishing one because they would want to try them all, because all my lasagnas would be so amazing. All right? But macaroni. We're talking macaroni, okay? Macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is amazing. When I was a kid, that's all I would eat, and it was Kraft. Okay, I made myself Kraft all the time, but like I make a real macaroni and cheese now, an oven macaroni and cheese, 5 cheese, whatever. Macaroni and cheese, what's better than that? And a macaroni noodle. I love a macaroni noodle. How can you not?
The first thing that I ever made that made me feel like a big boy was Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's great. To this day, I could eat some Kraft. I could go right now. I don't have it, but I could go right now in the kitchen, make some Kraft mac and cheese, be perfectly happy.
Sure.
My stomach wouldn't be happy anymore, but be perfectly happy. It's delicious. You slice up some hot dogs in that shit. I got no problem with that. That's old school. I'm okay with that still. I'm damn near 40. I'm okay with that. I'll slice up some hot dogs and some Kraft mac and cheese, and I'll be just fine.
All right.
Now, you want to hear the downside of the mac?
That wasn't the downside? Okay.
No, that's the delicious side. That's okay. That's the gourmet gourmet foods under $5 that I heard one of our friends' podcast talk about.
You can't say gourmet.
It's gourmet. Listen, up in Canada, you know what they call them? They just call them Kraft dinner. That's how ubiquitous it is with just delicious dinner. It's just called Kraft dinner up there. You don't need to call it anything. It's just Kraft dinner.
Macawini, yeah. You ever heard of that? Macawini?
That's fine. Yeah. Chop it up. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that.
But like man, I'm over here talking about making delicious lasagnas, and you're fighting me with Kraft macaroni and cheese with hot dog in it?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that's one of the pros. You could even go to the lowest common denominator and it's still delicious. That's my point.
That's fair.
Okay. That said,
okay.
The detraction, the high end is, the homemade mac, the thick macaroni noodles, 7 cheeses, or I've seen up to 20 cheeses sometimes. People put like the breadcrumbs on top. People sprinkle crazy shit on top. Like they sprinkle Chex Mix on top. I don't know what the fuck. They put whatever they want. Listen, you can do the same shit with the shell pasta.
If someone puts Chex Mix on top of my macaroni, I'm punching them right in the dick.
I'm just saying an example. People put crazy shit on top. They sprinkle the crazy shit. My point is, you could do the same thing, make it just as good with the shell pasta.
We're not talking shells.
But I'm saying that's the detraction to macaroni. It's not the noodle itself is not specifically special in that way.
Fair. I'll take that. That's fair. That's an excellent point. You can do with the shell noodle what you can do with a macaroni noodle, but you cannot do what you do with the lasagna noodle with any other noodle.
I agree.
Okay, lasagna.
That makes lasagna special.
Whoa.
Now that said, big shout out to mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And
respect.
Some Kraft dinner with some weenies in it. In fact, we need to put that up against the fettuccine with fettuccine marinara. Let's just call it fettuccine bolognese versus your vegetable lasagna versus Kraft dinner with some little weenies cut up.
That's what it's going to be. Okay. So speaking of,
it's going to have to be a hell of a potluck.
I call the upstairs bathroom.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So lasagna versus now this is called. I didn't know what this is called. You ever heard of orecchiette? Orecchiette.
Boris Yeti? Isn't that the abominable snowman in Russia?
Orecchiette.
Come on, man. You're going to pass up that wonderful joke I just made.
Say it again.
Boris Yeti, the abominable snowman in Russia.
Yeah, I'm a pass.
You're going to make me revisit it. It was fantastic, and you just not even a all right.
Orecchiette
is
the real name for shells. I didn't know that. I knew farfalla was bow ties.
Yeah, no, those are called bow ties, and these are called shells. That's what
This
they're
is called orecchiette, and farfalla is also referred to as bow ties. So, what do you prefer, lasagna noodle or the bow tie? Or no, the shell.
The shell, I like the shell. The shells are good. It's kind of like the springy noodles, where they end up with a nice texture, and they kind of take the sauce within them, like whatever sauce you're using. You could do any kind of sauce. It kind of takes it within them, and it's a large chunk of pasta, so you can get like a nice full mouthful. I like that.
It cradles the sauce, like you can have a whole chunk of meat. It cradles it like a baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, and it's good. It's good, but you don't. That's not anybody's go-to. Nobody's like, oh yeah, let me get that shell pasta because I'm gonna make. You're not gonna do chicken Alfredo with shell pasta. You're just not gonna do it.
No,
it doesn't work that way.
No, lasagna.
It's not very versatile.
Let's get moving. Lasagna, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
The next one, this is actually a twofer because I included both of them because it's just two different sizes of the same type of noodle. Okay, and this is penne and rigatoni. The tubes.
Yeah. Is rigatoni the longer tube? What is rigatoni?
Just a bigger tube. So we got rid of manicotti, which is like
that's the
huge tube. Yeah. You know, it was like this tube is too big, and then penne, this tube is too small. And then
so starting with the penne.
Yeah.
What size is ricotti? What is it? Rigatoni?
Rigatoni. Okay, so I would
like is it like double the size? Is it like 250%? What is it?
So if you were to stare down the side of a penne noodle, I would say it's approximately 70% the diameter of a dime. Or the circumference of a dime.
So what do you okay.
Like the size of a dime.
Yeah,
you know?
okay. So it's just bigger. So okay. So it's just two sizes of the exact same thing.
No. A penne is smaller than a dime.
But I'm saying, penne and rigatoni, because now I'm thinking, I've had the rigatoni, and I know exactly.
Rigatoni is closer to the size of a quarter. A rigatoni is like maybe 70% of the size of a quarter, and then the manicotti is like a 50-cent piece.
Yeah. The manicotti I know is big. Okay, I've had the rigatoni. I am familiar with it. It is literally just bigger penne, so it's basically the same thing.
Right, tubes.
Yeah. Hey, I like the tubes. A tube's another one that you can use with pretty much anything.
Yeah, but tubes get messy. Tubes, the sauce can fall right out the tube. It can squirt out of your bite. You can drop it. You can bite your tube and have half your tube fall right in your sauce. Get your shirt stained. Yeah. I don't know. It's good. I like a tube, but it's not my go-to noodle.
Yeah, and you're right, because if it's in there and you bite it and it goes and it squishes out. I'm with it, but listen, I will get penne fairly frequently.
It's good.
Yeah, I like penne.
But we're not playing the good noodle. What's a good noodle? That's a totally different game.
Oh, it's going to be spaghetti. You know what it is? It's the bitch ass second to spaghetti.
Okay, so lasagna.
Yeah.
Now this one, fusilli. Fusilli, I want to say are the loops. Isn't fusilli the spiral, but not as tight?
I think that's the spirally like. Yeah, I only know it from Seinfeld when Kramer made fusilli Jerry.
Okay, so fusilli is a less tightly wound
fusilli pasta.
It's a spiral, but it's loose. It's a loose spiral, where the other one was a tight spiral.
Yeah, it's silly. Yeah. I don't know where the camera is on this thing.
No, keep going there. Just hold on. Stop. Yeah, that's nothing. It's a loose spiral, okay? But the noodles, they have spinach. They have the orange ones, the green ones, the white ones, right?
Yeah. You know what's way better than fusilli?
What's that?
Springy pasta that you try to put on the doo-doo list. But you want to keep fusilli, but you want to put springy pasta on the doo-doo list.
So you're putting rotini above fusilli? I think that's
Come on, man.
You like it?
Fusilli.
You prefer a tight spiral?
You know I like a tight spiral.
Okay, so let me tell you this.
Listen, I was the last string quarterback in high school, sir. I enjoy his tight spiral.
There you go. Okay, lasagna versus tortellini. Now, if I'm not mistaken, tortellini is the noodle that has like cheese right in it. It's
Yeah,
like no, isn't it like a teeny tiny ravioli almost? Like it's
yeah, exactly. Isn't that what it is? It's like an empanada for pasta.
But they're small, and you eat it with sauce, but they're teeny tiny. You eat them in a pasta with sauce on it. Like they're not big.
Yeah, they're really good. They're like little baby raviolis.
They're like little baby cheese-filled raviolis. Like I think.
No, it doesn't have to be cheese. You can have meat in there.
Hold up, I don't know. Can you have meat in tortellini? I've never had.
Yeah.
No, because
No,
meat is ravioli. I think tortellini is like specifically like ricotta cheese in those.
What is tortellini?
Here's the definition of tortellini. Small squares of pasta that are stuffed with meat or cheese and then rolled and formed into small rings.
All right.
Meat or cheese. Yeah, they're baby ravioli. Is ravioli on your list?
It's ravioli. Who do you think I am? Is ravioli on my list?
Well, it should be there with tortellini, shouldn't it? Because there's big ravioli and little ravioli. It's like rigatoni and penne.
So you're saying this is a twofer? You want to do ravioli and tortellini?
I think ravioli and tortellini are basically the same.
Wow. I don't agree with that because ravioli is big. Ravioli are like pillows.
Tortellini's small. Penne's small and rigatoni's big.
Yeah, but I think when I think tortellini, generally I've had them with cheese in them. When I've had ravioli, there's meat in them. Plus, ravioli. First off, I say ravioli is greater than tortellini. Can we say that?
Why?
Because then let's just get tortellini out of here and go straight to ravioli. Lasagna versus ravioli.
Oh, why? What's the difference?
Ravioli is big. You can fry a ravioli.
Tortellini's small. What's the difference?
Totally, it's a different experience. That's like saying fettuccine and linguine are the same. They're not.
So what about when you get the big ass ravioli? When it's like this big?
That's a big ravioli.
Yeah, but they have it. I've had it. I'm sure you have too, right?
I haven't, but I would love one.
Oh, you never had big ravioli? Oh, big ravioli. It's delicious.
Great. Great. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like you're basically just eating like an Italian taco.
Wow, I want that. I've never had.
Good.
Yeah,
it's good. But there's no real difference other than you cut it up and then eat it.
Okay, but the tortellini you eat like you would just a regular pasta in its sauce. You know what I mean? Like it's just sort of and it's good. Look, it's got cheese stuffed in them, man. How can that be bad?
And meat.
Here's the question. Look. Okay, first off, do you want to do a twofer? Because tortellini / ravioli versus lasagna is definitely a fairer fight. Because right now, lasagna is beating tortellini because of the versatility of a lasagna.
Well, yeah, I think you're looking at tortellini as something small with cheese and ravioli is something big with meat. And that's not the case. You could do either or in both.
Okay, but it's the greatest noodle. We're not talking about the greatest dish.
But the point with ravioli and tortellini is that the noodle is such that you can shove shit inside and have it encased in the pasta and make it delicious.
Right.
It's like a self-contained lasagna casserole.
Okay, so I'll tell you right now, if it's lasagna, noodle versus tortellini / ravioli, do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. / ravioli.
They're both just little Italian empanadas. That's all.
Okay. Excuse me. I still think I'm going lasagna. I just think it's better for all the reasons we've explained. The versatility of it. Tortellini, ravioli, similar where I could kind of do anything, but it almost seems like more prep work to me. Like I have to make a noodle now. I have to make the noodle dough. Is it even called dough? I have to make noodles.
But you do that for any pasta. You make pasta the same way. All pasta is made the same way. It's just formed different.
No, look, the reason why lasagna is a superior noodle is because I just have to put together the ingredients to make my dish. If I'm putting together a tortellini or ravioli dish, I have to stuff a fucking noodle and like make noodles from scratch to make it different. That's way more work, and that's not a superior noodle just out of the work I would have to put in alone. What happened?
You'd have to do the same work to make a lasagna because you have to make layer by layer by layer by layer, and there's a lot of layers to a lasagna.
I don't have to make
So it's whether you make it by layer or shove it into a pouch. That's the only difference.
I'm not making the noodles. I have to boil a lasagna noodle. If I want different types of ravioli and tortellini, I have to make them from scratch unless
Wait, what? Oh, so that's your argument that you literally have to make it from scratch?
Yes, it's more work. Like
so you don't think you can make pre-made, you don't think you could buy pre-made tortellinis or raviolis?
I don't think I have as many varieties. I think I can get cheese tortellini at the Albertsons right now. And I think I can get meat ravioli and maybe cheese ravioli.
Wait a second. I thought we were talking about preparing these things.
I'm not preparing I'm making a lasagna.
So this is takeout pasta?
Hold on, are you making all your noodles from scratch? We're talking about Kraft mac and cheese with weenies like 10 minutes ago.
I've been talking about like buying it at the store, like pre-made, like the pasta's you buy pre-made pasta, pre-made lasagna pasta, you buy pre-made tortellini pasta, you buy pre-made ravioli pasta, and then you shove it with whatever you want.
I'm just saying, lasagna.
What's the difference?
Lasagna, I can make any casserole I can imagine. These tortellini raviolis, I'm limited to the varietals that they have at the store.
But no, you're not, because you can make your own at home. You get a ravioli pasta and shove it with whatever you want.
First off, I'm not going to make it, which guarantees you're not there making homemade tortellini. When was the last time you made some homemade tortellini for your wife?
Don't. I'm saying you can.
Have you ever in your
wait. Okay, so because I've never made it. That means that nobody can?
No, because you've never made it. You're talking out of your ass because you've never done it. Have you ever made a tortellini or a ravioli from scratch?
No, we're not talking about making it from scratch.
But I'm just saying.
Have you made lasagna?
From scratch?
Ever, period.
Yeah, I make a lasagna.
Okay, it's the exact same thing with making ravioli. You buy the pasta and then you shove shit in it.
No,
or you buy the pasta and you layer it with shit. It's the exact same thing.
Look, if we have to, let's make a decision. I'm going with lasagna. Are you saying tortellini?
No, I'm also going with lasagna. I just need to challenge your stupid assertions.
It's been lasagna this whole time. Oh, Jesus. You're
oh, hang on. Oh, I see what happened.
You're offended.
See, it clicked on the thing and it changed the order of it. Well, because I can't read what it actually says. So if you click the top, it changes the order of everything because it categorizes it differently.
You're offending our credibility to our audience, the Determinators.
Yes, our credibility.
Yeah.
Let's listen to the greatest doodle of all time, and or greatest noodle of all time, and determine our credibility.
This one might be quick. Okay. Gnocchi. You like a gnocchi?
No, I don't.
Okay, let's move on. All right.
Yeah, isn't that like potato pasta? That's not good.
It's got potato in there or something.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right. Well then, guess what? We're done.
Oh, okay, great. All right, hang on. You want to go outside? Oh. Lou wants to go outside.
All right, well, let's make that happen right now. Play this. We're done.
Let's go. He's on his way. Oh, lasagna one, right?
Yeah.
I do like lasagna. It's more like a real lasagna, not like a bitch-ass vegetable lasagna.
It's the greatest pasta of all time. It's why you're going to lose our competition.
Yeah, but the problem is it's the greatest because it's versatile and you can do stuff, but not if you make it terribly.
The point is, it's so good that I can make it vegetarian style and it'll still win.
The thing with pasta, like you said, is it's a vehicle for the other stuff. So if your other stuff sucks, you're going to have a problem. But that's it for the Perpendicular Mouse. Since I get to do the closing, I get to get the last word. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Perpendicular Mouse. Vegetarian lasagna is good.